Hey, welcome to Roger's Hot Rod Garage. This, of course, is Roger here. We got about the middle of March 2024, and I'm actually doing the intro video on the tail end of it, so I know what's going to happen. So check this out, the 57 Bug oval window. Got a couple of new parts welded to it today. There's my new used fender. There is my welded in patch panel I got right here because I had a little bit of rot down here. I know I said I didn't have any rust on this thing, but it did have a little spot on it, but that's basically it. So enjoy the video. You're going to see a little bit of steam cleaning, pressure washing, and then a little bit of welding, Roger's Hot Rod Garage style. So I ain't no professional, so don't do what I do. Just enjoy the video. Take care. Bye-bye. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye-bye. All right, check this out. So I hate doing this type of shit right here because you literally are going to find more. Look at that. You can see the china inside of that thing. And just look at, I mean, that's just all the back of that door right here. I'm just pulling all kinds of crap out of here. So I'll start digging into it tomorrow. We got about 8, 9 o'clock at night. But this right here, the good part here is I can reach right up here and now see this piece that I got right down here. It's like a piece of original metal. Let me open up this door here. And this really sits up in here like that. Now obviously I'm not going to weld it up in here like this, but I'll draw my little line right up here. And then see how much good material I have up in here. Now since I'm up here, I'll go ahead and grab this little, it's kind of like a WD-40 penetrating oil. Hit that little sucker right there. I think that's so weak though, I probably can't do anything with it. And then another little trick I use, here's my bag of bolts of everything I've pulled out so far. And open that up. It's almost like shake and bake, if you remember that. We close this up. And that way, when you reuse all these things, I'm not going to use new bolts. I'm just going to put all these weird 14 millimeter bolts. Usually, Europe over here has 13 millimeters as a standard. There was some 13 in here, but all of these bolts around here were all 14 millimeter. But anyway, long story short, let me shut this thing down. I think this down here is actually pretty good. It's just all that crap I pulled out of here is from that piece right there, and I gotta see what's behind it. I'm not quite sure. Probably this piece right here. Yeah, that sucker's gone. So I gotta extend this one all the way out here, probably all the way to the corner, but literally that's easy. Those are nice simple angles. That looks like it took a hit right here. It's at an angle, so I'll see what that's all about. That's where you actually, your jacket goes in. And that's about it. So hey, take care. We'll go ahead and call it a day right now. We got Sunday evening, about the middle of March 2024. This is Roger's Hot Rod Garage, and I got, again, distracted. I should be working on the 914 LS3 project over here, but I'll give it a couple of weeks break and just get this thing on the road. Again, I got all the brakes lined up over here, and I'm not going to go over that. I think I showed you that earlier in the video, but I can't remember stuff. I'm getting close to 60 years old. I'm still in my 50s right now, but all this stuff, this is really, really cheap. I think this is less than $300, right around $300. All the hoses. I'll do a complete brake system on this sucker. But anyway, that's it from Sunday evening from Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Thanks for watching. Take care. Hope you enjoy this stuff. Bye. So even in Germany, they do crap work. So this is bonded right up in here, but check this out. Little baling wire back here just to build it up a little bit. But anyway, I'm getting ready to hack this piece out. Of course, I drew the line up here. That means I'm going to probably cut a 1/4 inch below it right here and then just go across here. I just got to get most of this crap out of here so I can even see what I'm working with right now. So here we go. Safety first. All right, That might sound kind of extreme. Let's see what we got behind door number 1 here. Ooh. Let's see. I'm looking for the pieces of gold or the Reismark. But, oh, look, I got a door clip right there. Let me save that one. I'll put a little paint on it and use it again. But anyway, so hey, look, that's what it looks like back here. I'm not that worried about it. That piece, little Bondo on the corner, 1971 maybe. I don't know when they put that in here, but let me get rid of that. And then so at least I know what I'm working with right now. I'll go ahead and slice that piece off right there, and then probably cut back up in here. And anyway, as soon as I get to some solid stuff, like that looks like it's solid back up in here. That's obviously the inside. I'm glad it didn't break through here, but obviously I've got to do some work right here and build this up over here. But that's what that piece that goes around the corner is for. And more. Again, if you see a bubble in a paint job, you might deal with something like this right here. All right, I got everything set up here. This is a steam pressure washer, so it actually generates its own heat and actually cook off the grease. But there's not a whole lot of grease, but what I want to do is I want to get all this crap off in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll go to the other side. The sun is shining there a little bit better. And basically all this crap up in here, that's just dirt, literally dirt. So I want to blow all that crap off underneath here, and then I can have a better picture of where my rust spots are at. I think I'm good on this side, but this side right here, obviously down here, but I'm just going to blow all this crap out of here right now. And you see the new piece I got, it goes all the way down right here. So anyway, I'm going to blow all this crap out right here, and then just clean it up a little bit. There you go, you can see it better on this over here. Just all that gook and crap after 40, 50, 60 years. So give me a minute here. All right, like I said, this thing basically generates its own power here. It's gonna be kind of hard to do because this thing has got so much pressure. I'm gonna try to show you, but check this out. See how all that crap just blows off of there? Hold on a second, see if I can do this with one hand. That is actually extremely satisfying. So like I said, this crap comes right off of here. It's just dirt, and then underneath it I can see I've got the original paint up underneath here. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so let me get busy here. I just hit that area right there, just blew all the crap out of it. I'll hit the hair dryer on that tonight, or the little space heater, and dry all that crap out, and I'll get to welding tomorrow morning. So I took these side curtains off right here and kind of like cleaned up in here. I'm gonna hit that with a little bit of brake cleaner, but you know, this crap out of here. What the hell is this? It's like a little sock. There it is. I guess that's supposed to be up in there to stop that stuff from going up in here. So I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna keep it right now. And I think that's normal because there's another one. There's another one up in there. Let me pull that one out too. Yeah, dude, I had a lot of water up in here. Maybe that's where the money is at. I'm not quite sure. But look, let me pack this thing up. I got my jacks in here. Let me put my blower up in here and then crank this thing up and go home. I've got to illegally drive it on the road about, I don't know, a kilometer, which is about a little bit over half a mile. So anyway, let me close this up, and I knocked out what I wanted to get knocked out. Now I can actually do the master cylinder in here. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm thinking about going ahead and getting a double or a dual circuit one just for shits and giggles. But the main thing is I wanted to get all this crap cleaned up in here. It was absolutely nasty up in here. And then I'll let this dry overnight. It's kind of like some kind of hard stuff there. And there's my little Billy Bob Joe fuel can for right now. All right, popped the cap off because I went ahead and cleaned the engine up in here. Then took my handy dandy leaf blower. And then everybody knows what WD-40 stands for, water displacement by DuPont. And things actually looking pretty decent right now. We got the sun going down. Got this thing cleaned up, and see if it'll crank up. I did hit the motor, and I know these bug motors, if they get water under the cap, but I did pull the cap out. There was some water in there. Okay, green light cuts on. All right. That was a surprise. I didn't expect that. Guess I'll fix that one day. So check this out. Turn the key, light cuts on. And here we go. Now we just don't need to see the police, also known as the police eye here. But this thing actually got is pretty doggone good. All right, so a little steam clean action today. Sun is coming down here in Germany. All right, hey, good morning to you. It's a Monday. It's a little bit overcast here in Germany, but here's the plan for the next 2 or 3 hours. So this is the inside. Now, all that crap right there, I got to cut out of there except for that vent running to the front. And then all the way back to those screws, I'm going to cut out. I've got to fab a piece for the bottom right here, but this thing is actually not in bad shape. But look, not a professional restorer here, but here's how I do things. See all these measurements I got up here? This is 9 centimeters. That's from that bolt hold all the way out to this edge, because once I cut this out of here, I'm losing my reference point. Again, these are just reference points. 47.2 centimeters. That's from the outside edge of this bolt right here all the way over to this outside edge right here. And then 2 centimeters right here is this little thing I've got to build up right here, and that's where this piece right here, which I went ahead and got now, so I don't have to sit here for hours and fabricate the stuff. So this piece right here will literally sit right up in here like that. And this piece right here, if I'm not mistaken, yep, this piece goes in here just like this. And of course it's made to trim, so I'm going to trim this inside edge right here, because if you look at that, that's solid up in there. And that's the plan right now. And of course all of this rock crap right here will be out of here. And I don't think, now I won't make it all the way up into here, so I've got to find a solution up here. This, in my book, is not all the way through. Now some people might say you got to replace this whole corner right here. I'm going to see just how hard this is through here. I've got good bolts in here, and this looks kind of rough, but that's all solid. And the only other piece on this side of the car, basically for the entire car, is this little piece back here. And I'm going to see if I can either get that. If not, I'm going to put a solid piece up in here and then tap these holes up in here. Now, never mind my booger welding right here. That was just to get the fender to hold up in here. But this is one of those non-viewing pieces. That doesn't mean I don't give a crap about it. What that means is I don't have to make it aesthetically pleasing. This, obviously, the goal right here is to get this nice and smooth and to culminate down here on this corner right here. So that's the plan for today. Stay tuned. All right, so super cool little tool. Get the places that the grinder can't get into. Now what I'll do is I'll tap that around the corner and just call that a piece of metal I can weld to. All right, we got about an hour and a half later here. This thing is actually in here pretty solid. What I do is I call these plug welds or butt welds or plug, whatever you want to call them. But this thing in here is solid. I went ahead and completely seamed this line up right down here. That's going to be completely covered anyway, so that actually looks pretty decent. And then again, see the plugs on the bottom? And then I pushed out with a hammer on the bottom, on the inside, and then just welded those in. And now it's just a matter of cleaning all this stuff up. I went ahead and placed this right here. Now originally I had this thing on here, and check out, see how far that goes in right there? That's about an inch off. I thought I was just trying to create the right line, but if you look at that right there, that's got a crease in. So I'm glad I paid attention, and this is actually going to work out just fine right here. And then what I'll do is on the bottom end, I'll put on my braces on the bottom end, and I can play with that however I want to do that, mainly to support the floor jack right here. So I'll get that from the inside. But the main thing is, if you close this door, that's all nice and equal right there, the door jambs, and then this right here lines up perfectly, and this line right here and this bolt hole right here, actually this bolt hole and this bolt hole, it's exactly 19.5 centimeters, just like the rest of them. All right, from Roger's Hot Rod Garage, there's that little bitty piece of rust that I had right down here when I first bought this thing, and that's all you saw. Now, I didn't have to cut this entire panel out, but since this was a nice line over here, and I had my marks on here, I went ahead and put that in here. So you can see that's the inside right there. Of course, I'll prep that up. I just got a couple of bolts stuck in this thing right now to make sure that everything aligns properly, so my precision North Carolina math was correct. I just got this mocked up right now, but even the little hole right here that keeps the running board, you can see my finger up here, I just have to push this back up here with a big giant washer, squeeze that up in here. This right here will probably get trimmed off. I don't know why that's a little bit longer than it is, but I'll figure that one out. And I got myself a solid weld right down here. Everything's pretty well cleaned up in here right now. That's from our pressure washing. And that's it. Everything aligns here. This aligns across the bottom. And then I went ahead and cleaned this up in here. I don't know if the GoPro is going to switch around or not, but there's that back panel from the back side. And I'll just hit some Rust-Oleum paint the crap out of it, and then cavity seal it. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Man, I tell you what, I just love that patinaed, I think it's bamboo green, I'm not quite sure, or bamboo yellow they call it, but that, I tell you what, that's more of a green, or it's between the bronze light, I don't know. Tell me if you think you know what this color is right here. I know that Samba.com, but again, I got it between two colors. This is more like a green. This is a 57 bug European model, so I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But look, everything lines up right here. I think I told you I absolutely hate rust repair. I think my face might be a little bit dirty right now, but that's basically it. I want to get this thing, get the brakes done on it, and then basically park it up in the barn so I can get back to Mr. 914 LS3 project. And a simple little thing I didn't get to today is putting those headers, which are now ceramic coated, with my new 12 exhaust gaskets back onto the V12. Season's about to crank up over here, and that's the little thing I actually put together yesterday here. So there's always something going on in Roger's Hot Rod Garage, so thanks for watching. I did have to do this twice because that radio was playing some Hank Williams Jr. and I don't want to get pinged on, because this GoPro 10 Black actually picks up every single little background information or noise and stuff, so I don't want to get pinged by YouTube for what's called a copyright violation for having music playing in the background. But look folks, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. My channel is a growing. Bye bye.